Talking about Super Hoopers.
Welcome to Super Hoopers, inconsequential discussion of the NBA news. Is that what we say?
The weeks. The weeks NBA news.
The weeks. I forgot about the week. I forgot the word the week. It's Friday morning. That's why we're recording Friday morning. We're recording like way early. I think last time we had this, I basically I bumbled my way through the podcast. I mean, not that I normally don't bumble my way through the podcast.
Little groggy boys.
It's early. It's early for me. It's early.
I love the early.
Yeah,
that's Dave. That's Dave Feudernick. That's John Hill.
What up? What up?
You know, the usual co-hosts.
Currently in line on Top Shot for the drop. Probably gonna miss it by like 3,000.
When's the drop? First of all, maybe explain what Top Shot is, and then tell people when.
Top Shot, in case you haven't heard about it, which if you're an NBA fan would be insane if you haven't at least heard someone mention it by now. It's like crypto, but for like NBA collectibles. It's sanctioned by the league. A company in Vancouver called Dapper Labs create these moments, and it's basically like virtual cards. Like it's like a LeBron James dunk from so and so date. For some reason, Tyler Hero was like the poster boy when they like launched. So like Tyler Hero moments are like
was it
way
him
inflated.
And his Instagram girlfriend, or what was the moment? What was the Tyler Hero moment?
I don't know. Like some of them are so mundane. It's like a pass.
Yeah. Well, I think
a steal.
I think the NBA definitely went with the intended audience of online collectible nerd cards. They gotta give you Tyler Hero.
Yeah. But I have a question. So where is it? Is it like a .mov file? Like where does the file exist? What is it? Is it on a website?
It's on the NBA Top Shot website, which is where your collection exists and where the marketplace exists. So they have these drops. Sometimes they're 3,000 packs. Sometimes they're like today is like 11,000 packs. I got 14,000 out of like 180,000 people who had gotten in line. Like since I started collecting, this shit like exploded. Like I didn't get in like early, but I got in a few weeks ago when things were a little more affordable. So I have a very humble collection of little things. I got one pack drop, and then I invested a little bit in like sort of like nice players. Like I have a Jimmy Butler, I have a Chris Middleton, I have a Fred VanVleet. And I got them for way cheaper than they are now. But in my pack, I got a Julius Randle Cool Cats, which is worth $700 right now.
Oh yeah, for all the cat lovers out there.
For all the cat lovers, and a Devin Booker, which is worth about $150. So
you were like, I need to beef up my collection. Let me get a Chris Middleton. Let me get a Fred VanVleet.
And they were. Those. I got an OG Anunoby, OG Anunoby. Like they say to invest in young players, especially rookies.
Right, because this is a really established marketplace with a long track record. So we know what to invest in.
To be honest, like people bitch and moan about how like hard it is to get these packs on these drops, but like as soon as they make it rarely available, like the value of these moments are probably going to dip unless you have like fucking LeBron James shit or the other ones they say are like super valuable right now are like Zion, Luka, and rookies.
So when you bought this Fred VanVleet moment, I assume
Correct.
It's him at the birth of his child or something, or I don't know what it was.
It's like a 3-point shot. It's like
3-point shot. Fred VanVleet makes a 3-point shot, and you own this virtually on the NBA marketplace. How did you explain? How did you explain this purchase to your wife? Can you just give us the Top Shot highlight of how that conversation went with your wife?
And can you replace the term Top Shot with Legos? And then write the script down for us. So that
Legos.
What the fuck are you laughing about? I'm trying to invest in my future children's college fund.
First of all,
you're playing with toys.
First of all, Legos hold their value. Legos hold their value. Second of all, Legos you can be creative with. You could go.
Oh, now this set is worth $100.
It is. It goes up. You typically Legos go up.
My portfolio.
Certain sets.
I've invested about $100. My portfolio is worth like $1,300 right now.
Wow.
Legos ain't gonna be worth that shit.
Well, it's not about Legos. Also, for me, it's you're building, you're creating, you're coming up with something in your mind, and then you're building it. You're making something beautiful.
This sounds like corporate talk. This sounds like shitty.
That has no value, Matt.
You're making something beautiful with your hands. So for me, it's like the effort of designing, thinking, and then building. All of that is enjoyment. I mean, it's a hobby. It's a way to pass time.
You sound
that gives
like
you
someone's middle-aged boss at some corporation. We're building. We're building. This is what we do.
Building. I built a beautiful pet store. Had a bird cage in it. Loved it.
Wow. Oh, God.
I mean,
not only do I get
skyrocketing now.
True. Not only do I get
enjoyment, have got on them.
Not only do I get enjoyment from it, but the kid sees it. The kid likes it. Says it's cool. I mean, so there's multiple layers. He
likes it. He says it's cool. Yeah, Dad, it's cool. Can you stop now and play real toys with me?
Look, some people get high and stare at cartoons. Nothing wrong with that. I like to sit down with my Legos and create something with my mind. Dave, you like to buy virtual ones and zeros of third-tier NBA players. It's just people have different hobbies. Everyone has to have a hobby.
This is investing in it's crypto, but for the NBA. It's Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin.
No.
Dave basically has Bitcoin.
Crypto is totally different. So crypto is like, all right, money runs on faith. It's like, basically if we believe it has value, it has value. That's how fiat money worked after we left the gold standard. Which
is exactly how this works.
Which is
we believe that the LeBron James dunk from January 12th has value because Top Shot says it does.
It's a little different. I mean, you could imagine a world. You could imagine a world where cryptocurrency, the bulk of transactions are done in cryptocurrency. Hence, why it has value. This. I agree. Look, I'm making fun of it, but it's like any other collecting. Every other whatever collection hobby, coins, stamps, it has value because you say it has value. It has value because other people want it in their collection. I understand it. It's just not something that I see myself participating in.
That's fair. Look, I invested so low in it. I'm not willing to invest thousands of dollars like some insane people. But look, it could be very profitable. Some people have moments that are worth that are going for I mean there was a group with Adam Lefkoe and a couple other people went in on some LeBron James moment for $208,000.
Wow, insane!
It's insane. I do think that I think there's a better chance that this is going to crumble? Probably. Probably. I think eventually this is the market is going to be so saturated with these moments that it's not going to really be as profitable, and it'll just become a thing where people are like, yeah, I'll pay $2 for that moment. Sure, cool. The NBA Top Shop community is cool, and it'll be less of all these crypto investor people with their. I think they're going to get in, they're going to make their money, and then a lot of them are going to probably flee. That's my guess, but who knows? Well, I mean, who the fuck knows?
I think so. For those who don't know, these are called NFTs, non-fungible tokens. And basically what that is finally you can put something online, something that you made digitally, whether it's a video clip or whatever, and you're basically, it's the authenticity of that clip. Right. So if I put a piece of art out, like a great meme that Dave made on the Patreon group chat today of Matt's Legos and me laughing hysterically on them.
It's a number one. It's an original.
It's an original. So. It's a one of one. And you might be able to download that or copy it or whatever. But whoever owns this would forever say I actually own this thing. So there's value in that. But I think the issue becomes with the cards is, what happens when they flood the market?
Right.
Because we saw this in baseball cards. Remember, baseball cards, there's a great documentary on this on Netflix. But basically, for a while, baseball cards in the 90s were, through the roof. We would go to trade shows and do all this stuff, and you buy all these baseball cards. Mm-hmm. And then the companies started figuring out that this Ken Griffey Jr. card, the most famous one, was worth, so much money. And what they did was they just started printing them. Literally in the doc, they show you, they were just like, dude, we were printing out a sheet for 30 cents and cutting it up into 30 of them and selling them for $200 each. And everyone was buying them because at the time, that's what they were like, oh, last week it was worth $10. Now it's worth $200. Like, what's going to happen? But then the market got flooded, and then people stopped buying baseball cards. But it seems like it's coming back because you have a lot of people with a lot of time on their hands and maybe extra money because they're not going out spending it. So now you have this inflated market. But I will say the one thing that's nice about this is there will be, like, let's say they flood the market and things never get to where you want. You still have the original, like, first round. Like, no matter what, whoever's into this Top Shop thing will say, like, yo, your Fred VanVleet is worth, like, millions. Just absolutely millions.
Well, I should say I don't have any Series 1s. All mine are Series 2. But those will...
Okay, well, never mind. You're fucked. You're fucked, dude.
Those will still have, like, a lot of value, like, more than the other series would. But yeah, that's the other thing, people are saying invest in the Series 1s. But, like, to invest in a Series 1 moment, it's like you're going to pay minimum, like, $150 for, like, Khem Birch.
Yeah.
You're not getting Damian Lillard for $150 in Series 1.
I know.
So
it's crazy.
I mean, look, we could take our Patreon money for a dip.
Ooh, I get Series 1. Who can we get? I would only do Kristaps.
Lonzo.
Kristaps
Lonzo, Series 1.
We could definitely afford Alonzo.
I'm telling you,
we could probably get Alonzo or Josh Hart Series 1 for like $300.
We should get the Josh Hart just for the just because he is kind of a whatever.
He's kind of
mascot of the podcast.
Yeah, he's becoming like the mascot of Top Shot. They've had him like doing like all these like unboxing or reveals of packs and stuff on Twitch. So Josh Hart was kind of like one of the first guys to embrace this.
I think it's just incredible how they basically built a soon-to-be billion-dollar industry out of thin air. That's my big thing about these NFTs. They made $50 million last week. $50 million.
It's crazy.
You have to think about it. It's like, they're providing a service, they're providing value. Like, people get a lot of joy out of this, people having fun. So it's like, it's not necessarily nothing. It's like they're creating these moments for people that people love it.
But I'm saying, like, it didn't exist.
Yeah, but exploded.
That's what I mean.
It's crazy to hear like the No Dunks guys were just like going on here like in October, November, just going on the Top Shot website and just buying a pack.
Yeah.
Like, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Now, like, jump to now, I'm in line. I'm 6,000 behind. I'm probably not going to get a pack. It's going to be close. Like, there were like 180,000 or maybe more like people in line to get like one pack each today. Like, it's fucking insane.
And they haven't even dipped into the historical moments. Like when it's like what they'll do is they'll wait till like the 30th anniversary of the Jordan buzzer beater, and they'll have a huge auction, and it'll be hundreds of $1,000s because there's one tech bro that has the money and doesn't care. And
that's the thing. People like everyone posts now like oh, the Anthony Edwards dunk. Like, we need a Top Shot of that. Like, they're gonna take their sweet ass time like having moments like that, because then it's gonna like render the moments that are on there right now so meaningless. Like,
and they have like basically an infinite amount of moments. Think about it. That Jordan shot from The Last Dance, they have 7 camera angles. And the NBA owns it all. So each year they can redo this, and it's just like I did the math. Granted, it was $50 million last week, but that was a big week. But over the course of the year, $2.6 billion. $2.6 billion for 1 year that they could make off of this. Now, granted, they have to split that with the company because of the licensing.
Right.
But the Jazz sold for 1.8. Like, in a year, they're going to have more money than an entire team. And this is just revenue out of nowhere.
It's incredible.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Couple econ points I want to make. The Ken Griffey Jr. story, John, is like such a perfect example of how inflation works, where government realizes it can print money, basically, prints up a ton, and then all of a sudden it's worth nothing. It's like such a perfect classic example. I'm probably going to use it in my class this time when I teach inflation.
So you're saying I should sell right now?
So it really all depends on what you think. The government in this case, the NBA, like how trustworthy they are, how careful they are. Because some governments, they print up a ton of money and then it's worth nothing, right? Some governments are very, very, they keep a tight rein on their currency to make sure they don't print too much. Germany basically had a bad inflation experience, and they've been really, really tight ever since. Other than they joined the euro, and then also they kind of put a deflationary pressure on the euro as well. So it's like, do you think the NBA is going to make the quick buck by, flooding the market, or do you think they're kind of in it for the long term and they'll trickle things out slowly? If you think they're good for the quick buck, yeah, sell now.
I think they are in for the long term, because now you have people like Shaq, like heavy hitters investing. So I think they are absolutely, and just like fantasy did for football, I think you have a lot of people like getting involved, like more interested in the league now.
That's a great example. Like fantasy football is something that just like came out of nowhere and just added to the company's revenue. It's great. I love it.
It's why it's the most popular sport. I mean, it really
fantasy,
is.
Because fantasy football, this is my first season playing fantasy basketball, and fantasy football is so much better. Because I think it's because it happens all in one day. I think that is the real
way lower investment. I mean,
it's just like you can kind of watch, because it mimics the sensation of watching a game where you basically you can watch your team play the other team live on Sunday, as it goes back and forth. With this fantasy basketball, it's like, I check it like every day, and I'm like, I have no idea what's happening. Like, I guess I'm up, I'm winning, I'm guessing I'm losing.
There's a start active players button.
Yeah, I know the start active players button. Yeah. I learned that. That's the only thing I learned, and now I'm in first place in the league.
What I love about fantasy, especially for basketball, is that you just learn so much more about the league than you would. You're paying attention to players that you maybe, and teams that you maybe like wouldn't necessarily be invested in.
Yeah, that's why I like the football side, because as a friend of the pod, Last City, explained, it makes every game exciting.
For sure.
So if you have a player in it.
But what I hate is when they started adding Thursday football and Saturday games, and I'm like, now I gotta I gotta do something on a Wednesday night. Like, I don't want to do this shit.
But also,
just give me one day.
Also, the scarcity works better in football, because it's like your player plays once. Basketball, it's like I don't even know. Like, I don't even know if I'm watching a game and I have John Wall, and it's like, well, how important is this game because he plays 3 other games this week? Do I really care? I don't know. It's tough. Another thing I just wanted to point out, which how weird things are right now, where there are lots of things like Top Shop, where we're in Dave, you're like, I have no idea if this is a fad, or like if everything's worth $2, or if it's going to be a thing. There are so many things like that, because basically what's happened is, the economy is like turned upside down in terms of what people are doing. It's like, you can't spend your money in all these things you used to spend your money on: vacations, restaurants, bars, clubs, live experiences. Yeah. And so that money is all going elsewhere. That money is like the actual card market is super hot right now, because I think people just don't, people don't know what to spend their money on. Savings rates are at an all-time high. Because everybody who kept their job has no place to spend their money. So people are just saving tons of money. And then they're like, well, what do I do with all this money? Some people waste it on Legos like me. But but the Legos are a perfect example. Had we had no pandemic, if there was no pandemic, there's no world where I would get into Legos. I have nothing else to do. I can't do anything, Might as well get some Legos and play with some Legos.
Do it. I mean, you don't have like a young child to take outside and play catch with, or like teach skills, or like write a script or something like that. You can't do that. You gotta play Legos,
the paddle boat.
Yeah, you can't do any of that.
I spent all day with Dean, and part of the Legos is mostly playing with him too. So yeah, trust me. Also, by the way, my child's perfect. He's fine. He doesn't need any guidance.
He doesn't need.
It's actually better.
Actually, honestly,
the
reason
last time
he's
you spent with him
perfect is
better.
because half your time is distracted with Legos. If you
when you have kids, John, if you ever have kids, you'll understand how much of it is just like hardwired into them. Whereas you're just like, okay, I guess I have no influence on this child. Like, he's just gonna be who he is. My kid turned to me the other day. He's like, hey, 8 + 8 is 16, right? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, how do you know that? He's like, oh, I just know that. And I'm like, well, okay. No one taught him. It's just like, these things are just whatever. He's going to do what he's going to do, I don't need to parent him. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Is he hanging out with another econ professor? You got to be careful,
He's
man.
right across.
You got to be careful, bro.
He's right across from me right now.
Could be a
he's
younger
got the
grad
headphones
student
on.
that's just sliding in the DMs. You got to be careful, man.
He's got the headphones on. He's in line in the queue on Top Shot.
He could be in line. He's staring intently at his screen. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Let me know if he gets a pack.
Yeah.
All right. So you're in line. You may get Top Shot. You may not get Top Shot. When will we know?
I think it's usually because they said there were about 11,000 packs available, and I started at 14,000. Sometimes you get lucky, and the people that were in line don't end up getting packs.
Sometimes the NBA prints up another extra 10,000 to make some money.
No, definitely not that.
We'll see.
They could have made so much more money the last couple of weeks, but they have been. I mean,
in it for the long haul, baby.
Awfully stingy with the drops.
Think about it. They've had deals with Panini cards for years. I think it's not like they're not in the card industry themselves.
Right.
So
right.
I would assume that look, and if these other guys, it's really this other company too. The other company's just licensing
Dapper Labs.
Yeah, they're just licensing it. So I obviously don't know the deal, but they're just hey, this is what we're gonna do. NBA, do you approve of it? Here's your check for $13 million this week. The NBA's cool, guys.
Plus they're Canadian, so I trust them.
That's true.
This whole conversation has just made me feel super old. You got the NBA.
Oh God, tell me about
digital stuff. Something called a
I will
gapper.
say I cut myself off from buying anything else because I was getting a little too obsessed with it, and it was starting to depress me a little bit. Listening to podcasts about it, going on Clubhouse and listening to their point person talk about it and investors talking about it. I was this is depressing me. So I have taken a bit of a step back from it.
Now you know how I feel watching 18-year-old Lego YouTubers talk about whatever's coming out. What am I?
Yes.
What where have we gone? Where did it all go wrong?
Here's a good segment.
Yeah.
If the Super Hoopers were to do NFTs, what would we sell? Because who was it? Was it Kill a Cow on the Patreon group app? Remember, Patreon, only $4 a month. It's great. You get a lot of memes happening. It's basically, I figured it out. It's basically Twitter if every single person loved the Super Hoopers obsessively and was not diagnosed with why they loved it. You know what I mean? They're going through something of why they love the pod, but it's a collection of it,
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. I would just say it's like Twitter in 2013 before Twitter was ruined.
Yeah. So it's only for us weirdos.
Yeah. It's like your weirdo friend's Twitter, and where you don't have to be scared that you're going to lose your job because of something you text.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Literally, some of my texts would have been tweets in 2013. If I'm watching a game and I have an observation, it's something I would have tweeted, but I just put it in the chat.
And unless you're one of us or Joe Borelli, you will not get trolled. We only troll each other and Joe Borelli.
Joe Borelli gets trolled so hard.
Yeah.
Feel bad
he come on. He asked for it.
It's great. It's great. You wake up.
He's the mascot. He's our mascot.
You wake up. There's 300 unread messages, and you have no idea what it's going to be, and you try to catch up, and you can't, and you're just
Which, by the way, you can mute it if you're
always
this is
mute.
Too much. Always mute and just jump back in every now and then.
Yeah. When
maybe on a Friday night, kind of sit back, pour a cocktail.
Papa Delta 8.
Papa Delta 8.
It's nice too, because if you're kind of bored, and you're maybe you're not feeling imaginative, so you don't want to play with Legos, you can just hop on the chat. You can hop on the chat and be like, I'll start a conversation about whatever's going on in the NBA right now.
The best is when you start you just throw a flame out there and then just no, you're going somewhere else. It's I'm going to dinner. Let me just say something very crazy, and then I just won't hear about it for
That's a classic John move. Classic John move.
So are you asking what the Super Hoopers top shot is? I don't know.
So I think Cal said Matt's attempt at a prank call fast break would be one of the best ones.
There's also me tripping over my own ankle in pickup.
That one, I think that's the number one. I think that might be That would be the number one.
So
That's a good call.
I would say Andrew Bogut murdering you. I mean, we might have to put a not safe for work, violent.
Yeah,
graphic.
there's also for the real elite members, there's a not safe for work the dad with the baby monitor when
that
his
one's
father-in-law.
Yep.
For listeners, I'm not going to go through the story because I'm in my living room. So, but yeah, you could go back through the archives.
I'd also say there's some really good memes that Dave's been making in the group chat.
Yeah,
the Dirt Dog one is like, it's like 10
I
million.
bring the memes. Bring the memes.
Yeah.
If you like various people posted over the picture of Nate Duncan and Danny LaRue throwing the basketball around, please.
Ooh, on sale.
Sign
100 grand NFT. Blockchain.
All right. Should we get to the real NBA news? Let's get to I did not expect
Let's do it.
the Top Shot discussion. Real NBA news
To
quickly.
take 45 minutes? No, you didn't? We didn't have that in the rundown?
That was not. Top Shot was like number 5 in the rundown, but all right. NBA All-Star reserves for the West: Anthony Davis, Paul George, Rudy Gobert, Dame Lillard,
Julius!
Yeah, baby.
What up?
Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, Zion Williamson. For the East: Jaylen Brown, James Harden, Zach LaVine, Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, Vucevic, and the fakest of fake All-Stars, Julius Randle.
Fuck
Good
out of
stats.
here. Fake
Good stats. Bad team.
Fakest.
New York
York
media.
media.
Put them over the top.
Yep.
Good stats, bad team.
Other coaches, Tom Thibodeau, working the other coaches.
You know I don't like talking analytics, but look at the analytics. Julius Randle been dope, and that team. I've said it before. That team is the fucking Wolves without him. That team is like one of the worst teams in the league without Julius Randle.
Yeah, because Obi Toppin stinks.
Obi Toppin is what? Carl Anthony Towns?
Yeah.
Honestly, if we're being
RJ
real, like the roster,
D'Angelo Russell.
the roster is not good. It's not good.
The only difference between the Knicks and the Wolves is the Wolves play in the West. If Knicks were in the West, they'd be down there too. Come on.
Wow.
Oh, fuck out of here.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, they would be the Pistons then.
The New York Wolves.
Come on.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, well, shout out to everybody. I thought the All Stars were fine. Like, people, people always get mad about snubs. It's like
snubs.
Whatever,
it's like 12 fucking people make it. It's like come on.
Yeah, come on. Exactly. People mad about Bam and Butler. It's like those guys got to go to the finals last year. Do you think they really care?
Those guys missed like half the season, and that team hasn't been good. Like, sorry. Like,
get out of here.
The record's not that great. I mean, if you want to get into analytics talk, like Jason Tatum has not been not been as good as people think he has been.
People mad about Chris Middleton. It's like, dude, come on. It's Chris
whatever.
Middleton.
But it's
like,
also
Sabonis though. Sabonis.
Yeah.
People piss about Sabonis.
Yeah, but it's
whatever.
like, hey, Milwaukee Tobias Harris, right? Like, who are you removing to put him in there? That's the thing that everyone forgets.
Julius Randle, but come on, Julius Randle,
Vucevic is the only person I think that's been selected that I probably don't think there, only because I find him boring. I just don't find him like.
So he's also not a very good defender. I mean,
I hear people alluding to something where the reason Vucevic is on there is because the other coaches felt sorry for the Orlando coach. Like, have you heard that story, or do you know what's behind that?
I mean,
I heard people.
I mean, Steve Clifford is beloved by other coaches, but like.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case. He's been an all-star before. He is really good. Offensively, he's fantastic on like that shit-ass team. Like that team is so fucking bad.
But I would like
he's absolutely deserving.
For me, I'd rather watch Trae Young in the All-Star game than him, just because I think it would be way more exciting.
I'm over Trae Young. I'm happy to make it.
I'd rather watch him chuck up shots from half court than Vooch like rolling to the basket because no one plays defense.
Yeah, these guys are all play. They're all going to play like 3 minutes in the All-Star game anyways.
That's true.
That's true.
It's really not a big deal. People get too worked up about the All-Stars. It's fine. It's what it is.
Just expand the roster.
I'm
happy. Expand the rosters.
I'm happy Julius Randle made it though. Come on.
I know you're happy. I know the Knicks fans need to be happy. So
it's like there's so little that have been happy about the last 20 years. So it's important to Knicks fans. So,
let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Like who cares about the 5 Hawks fans that like are bummed that Trae Young didn't make it? Like, fuck off.
What's the over under next time the Knicks have an All-Star? Over under year. What do you think? Ooh, I think
come on, Emmanuel Quickley gonna be an All-Star next year.
I'm gonna go with 20. I'm gonna go 2026. I think some.
Oh my God.
I don't think they get
What
an
happens
All-Star.
first? LeBron James's son becomes an All-Star, or the Knicks gets an All-Star?
The Knicks get another All-Star. I think what happens first? LeBron retires, or the Knicks
Dude,
get another
hey,
All-Star.
you're gonna tell me the people aren't gonna vote in Bronny year 2?
Oh, the Knicks are the fix. That's what it is. The Knicks
Yeah.
are the fix.
I'm taking
all
Bronny.
right.
I'm taking Bronny.
All right, that's enough
Other-
All-Star talk. Who gives a fuck?
I know. I'm moving on. Minnesota fired their coach Ryan Saunders.
The Knicks drove that stake right through that heart.
You lose to the
Once you
Knicks,
lose to the
lose your
Knicks, it's
job.
over. You gone.
Yeah, so this guy got his job just because he was Flip Saunders' son. So
Tight,
classic
very
nepotism
tight. Love it.
was never good. when they got a new GM, basically they hired the GM. The word on the street was they hired the new GM, but they said, "Hey, you could take this job, but you can't fire the coach." So not only nepotism through 2 regimes, he was able to survive.
Wow, what a
the
dream!
Wolves are
What a
terrible.
dream.
Yeah.
The Wolves are terrible. This guy should have been fired. Or should have never got the job.
Yep.
I'm happy they're moving on. The Wolves continue to be a disaster, though. Worst franchise in the league.
A disaster.
Yeah, I'm
They're
surprised.
just-
I'm surprised the Knicks didn't get Walton fired last night. Knicks absolutely
coming.
embarrassed them.
He's
It's
coming,
gotta
dude.
be-
It's coming.
Did you see?
It's coming.
Did you see the clip of him breaking the clipboard
He's the next-
into a timeout last night?
Another example of nepotism. Classic
Yeah.
nepotism.
Yeah.
Luke Walton should have never been a coach. Then he just got to hold the clipboard while those Warriors ran themselves while Steve Kerr was out. Then he gets the Lakers job, fails repeatedly at the Lakers job, fails over to Sacramento, failed at the Sacramento Kings job. The guy should not have a job at all. Also, according to the person I sat next to at NBA Summer League, likes crack. So sources.
I mean, look, at least Luke Walton played in the NBA and won
That's
a championship. Like, at least, like, with that, you could be like, yo, like, I know how to run plays. Like, I've done it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, yeah, he's got to go. I hope they fire him. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Also, I thought coaching naked. I mean, come on. Where's
Yeah.
the line?
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, we're going into all my Luke Walton stories. Yeah. So for new listeners, I'm sure there's lots of new listeners. I once sat next to somebody at Summer League who was having a conversation about Luke Walton's crack problem, and then I once knew a girl who got invited back to his place in college, and him and all his brothers were just naked. That's just how they stated. That was just their natural state, was being naked in their house.
Yeah.
Well, it's hot. It's hot in the desert. Hot in the desert.
Well, this is in LA, so
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, I thought he went to Arizona.
No, but this is when I was in college.
Oh, when you
He
were
was-
in college.
He was on
I
the
see.
Lakers.
I
So
see.
how old I am.
So, like, the 70s.
He was on the Lakers. So.
Yeah. College costs like.
Oh, you're talking about Bill. You're talking about Bill Walton. I thought you were talking about his son.
UCLA in the 70s. Yeah.
Except the
Everyone went
Waltons.
4 years back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had to take a bus to Minneapolis for a game.
Dude, but shout out to the Wolves, who are just an utter disaster. They have a terrible owner.
God.
They have this coach that everyone's mad about because there was no process. They basically just had him wind up. So that guy's set up to fail. They have Cat, who is, I don't know, what's the over-under? 5 weeks away from requesting a trade to another team. They have D'Lo, who's terrible, and nothing else. And they're stuck in Minnesota, where nobody cares about basketball. So,
And
congrats.
they had the number 1 pick and blew it on
And
Anthony Edwards.
multiple times they've had the number. They had Wiggins, and then they've had what's his face, and they had Cat too. Cat was the number 1 pick. So great job. And
boy.
famous podcasters cannot pronounce their team name after 5 years of podcasting. So they're
Very famous.
it's just terrible. Next hopeless team, the Sixers.
What?
I don't know. I just tried to hold on. Sixers look good. The Sixers look good. Just quickly, I just want to do a quick Sixers check-in. Okay. Should the Sixers trade for Kyle Lowry, John? There's a rumor that if Kyle Lowry were to leave the Raptors, he would prefer to go to the Sixers, Heat, or Clippers. Really, the Sixers are the only team that could make it work. That have the assets to get Kyle Lowry. Do you want them to trade? The rumor would be Tyrese Maxey for Kyle Lowry, John.
I mean, gosh, that's a tough one. Yes. I love Maxey, and I think he will be very good, but it's going to take him a few years, and Kyle Lowry is really good right now and a proven winner and is exactly what they need.
From Philly, right?
Yeah, and he's from Philly. The hope is that Tyrese Maxey becomes as good as Kyle Lowry. That's the hope. No one thinks Maxey's going to be this, all NBA worldly guy, but does he have a big butt? He doesn't. His butt is that's what's keeping him down.
Got to get those glutes. You
need those stumps.
Yeah,
come on,
yeah.
You need that stump.
You got implants now.
Yeah, he's not thick.
That's how you draw those charges. You need that stump butt.
Yeah. If it's just him, then I would probably. I always hate trading young guys because there's so much potential and cheap salaries.
You gotta maximize the season that Embiid's having, and this might be your best chance at a ring. My concern would be that how does Lowry function with Ben? I
think it would work because
Ben needs the ball in his hands, right?
Yeah, but Ben's been doing it with Seth Curry and Danny Green. I think it would work because what you're gonna basically doing is you're probably gonna either but it'll be Seth or Danny Green that isn't in the lineup with Kyle Lowry, and I think that would work. But I guess the bigger question would be: is Kyle gonna re-sign next year?
Well, it said today that he wants $30 million next year.
So that's why I wouldn't trade Maxey thinking that it's a half a year rental.
Right.
That's how I would do it. But I wouldn't be pissed if they did. If they're yo, this is the year, then it might be the year. Get Kyle Lowry.
Seems to me like it's the year. I mean, I know you got the Nets, but look, Nets might be hurt by the playoff time. KD has missed so many goddamn games already.
But Embiid as well. Embiid might be hurt. I mean, if you could get a guarantee Embiid's going to be healthy for the playoffs, then you might do the Lowry trade. But.
Yeah, but Embiid hasn't been sitting every other game. I mean,
no, I know. Embiid, he's the MVP. He's the
knock
MVP,
on wood.
so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, can we talk about that real fast? The LeBron's going to be the MVP fading real fast now that AD's out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's fading, baby.
It's fading.
It is.
No, he's winning it. He's winning it.
It is the Michael J. Fox picture in Back to the Future. No. LeBron is fading out of that picture real fast.
Name the dollar amount. Okay, I already bet live on the podcast that he's winning the MVP. I'll double down. Let me check the odds now.
Okay, here's what we'll do. Bet your new Lego haunted mansion or whatever Lego thing.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Do it. Bet it.
You aren't going to take care of that. So why would I give you something you're not?
It's a guarantee. You're not even losing it, Matt.
What do you care what we do? What do you care what we do with it after we win it?
Yeah. If it's a guarantee,
obviously I'm going to tape myself throwing it off my balcony
into a fire that I've started underneath.
Oh. Look, the odds have gotten better. He's more likely to win the MVP now from last week when we were recording.
Get the fuck out of here. That team can't win right now. Get the fuck out of here.
It's almost even money. It's 7-5. Last week it was 2-1.
Featured article on The Athletic by Sam Amick. LeBron loses MVP momentum. How Embiid, Jokic, Lillard, Curry, and others stack up now.
They just got they craft.
Sam's right.
They're crafting the narrative. They have to make the drama. Just trust me. You want the Lego Haunted House? First of all, I can't give you the Lego Haunted House because it's Dean's. So.
now he's changing it. Now he's changing it. It's Dean's. Okay.
About Lego Haunted House, if you want to bet $250, that's how much it costs. So if you want to bet
$250 on a haunted house.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
come on.
my guy.
Oh my gosh, my guy. Dave,
you're ragging on
Dave. Oh my god,
you're ragging on me about Top Shot. yo,
$250.
The joy in my child's eyes.
That is, Matt.
The joy in my child's eyes. I don't judge it by Patreon members. I judge it by my real job. That's like 1 minute in my real job. Come on.
The joy of your child's eyes when you put down the Legos and actually play with him. With meaningful minutes.
No, when he saw the haunted house put together and it has a ride that there's like a drop ride on it. When he saw it for the first time, the joy in his eyes, that was worth at least $30. So
you're only down 220.
Don't down 220. I'm only down 2 Fred VanVleet Top Shots.
Can we start selling NFTs of you building Legos? Try to make your money
Please.
back.
Take some
Do
video
it.
of me. You never see me happier. You'll never see a happier look on my face. It's the exact opposite look I have recording this podcast. Speaking of regretful decisions, of just horrible decisions, people regretting what they've done.
No. What is this?
Yes, sir. I know.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh,
There's-
pencil legs.
There was multiple rumors this week of that the Mavs were shopping him. That the Mavs were shopping him. Maybe they were shopping him to the Warriors. Oh, I love it. Oh, I just love it.
Tasty.
Everybody in the entire world said the Knicks lost that trade. Hey, clown the Knicks. Two people.
Not Nate Duncan.
Oh, Nate Duncan did it. Oh, damn. Two brave
trade,
souls.
he did a whole pod about why it was good for the Knicks. And I'm
damn,
fuck.
damn.
Hey.
That sucks. But
I know it sucks, but hey.
Two brave people on this podcast stood up to the crowd, me and Dave, and said, no, this was a good Knicks trade. All you need for this trade to work out is the Knicks sign Durant with the cap space, or KP is not healthy, or the Knicks draft somebody better than KP with the draft picks, and it's looking like KP is not going to be healthy, so that piece of it makes it a win for the Knicks. Dave and I, vindicated. Love it.
Never wrong.
Love it.
Never wrong.
Oh my god.
Never wrong.
You guys.
Never,
KP is
never
trash.
been wrong.
KP is trash.
KP is trash.
$158 million out the window.
Down the drain.
Down
Cuban's
the drain.
money gone.
Yeah.
Cuban
Okay.
poor now. Okay.
Okay.
Cuban qualified for the relief checks now, based on KP's contract.
Sure.
Sharks. I have a man with pencil legs whose brother is his agent and a total scumbag who gets beat up outside of clubs in his native Latvia. Piece of shit. Never stays healthy. $158 million. I'm asking you for $158 million for his stupid pencil legs. Can't play defense.
What? Plays one game a year. Come on. This guy. It's so hard. It's so hard to be right all the time.
Oh my god.
So let's play a little guess the Abby. Because
Okay.
Right.
SNY TV, which is some New York media outlet, Dave.
It's a channel in New York.
Oh, it's a channel in New York. I don't know how things work. I don't know if they have TV in New York. Come on.
Shout out Ian Begley. They
Fucking backwater
brought in Ian
trash
Begley,
village.
the goat. Ian
Okay.
Begley. Come on.
Okay. So they had a tweet. They were the ones who broke the story that there was like a potential Warriors trade, KP to the Warriors.
Yeah, Ian Begley.
Yeah.
I went into the replies. First of all, Knicks Twitter, Knicks fans love them. They're great. They make lots of jokes. I found the Knicks fans to be delightful. Anyways, so I'm going to read you replies to that tweet about potential Warriors trade. All right, so these are all replies to the SNY TV whatever tweet about the Warriors trade. Okay. So, first reply: how would they feel? This is the Warriors. How would the Warriors feel about Dallas? How would the Mavs feel about Frank Knox and a second-round pick for KP? Someone will need to back up Mitch when Mitch is healthy. Nice. So, my question to you. This was a very interesting Twitter user. So, which of these weird things does this guy have? Is his banner image Dave Portnoy playing the bongos?
Oh God.
Is his avatar Shrek? Is his handle codename Duchess?
Dave,
his
I'll let
banner?
you go first.
Is his banner Dave Portnoy playing the bongos? Is Shrek his
Abby?
Abby?
You go first, Dave.
Is his handle codename Duchess?
I'm gonna go all three.
I was gonna say all three too.
It is all three.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, his description is he's God's battle axe. So I don't know what's going on with this guy. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Literally, I could not figure out.
I would block him.
Nothing about this person made sense. I was like, why is Shrek his avatar? Why is Dave Portnoy playing the bongos? What's codename Duchess?
Yeah.
Anyways, all right.
Yeah.
Another reply. Never thought I'd see the day when the Knicks fleeced a team in a trade. They gotten owned ever since the deal I can remember. KP is a great player, but he's just too brittle, especially for that fat contract. All right. This person also very confused. I don't know what's up with these Knicks fans. I'm gonna read a list of teams that this guy claims he's a fan of from his description. Okay, you have to pick out the team that is not there. Okay.
Okay.
Yankees, Raiders, Sabres, Knicks, Storm, Barca. Which of those teams is he not a fan of? He is a fan of all the other teams, according to his description. Say it again. Yankees, Raiders, Sabres, Knicks, Storm, Barca FC.
I'll say Yankees because the others would be more confusing.
Okay.
Oh man, that's a tough one. I feel like it's all. I'm gonna say Sparks.
Okay, Storm. It was Storm.
Storm.
Not the sport.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ooh, point for John. Point for John.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh,
Yeah. This fucking scuzzbag doesn't care about.
doesn't
women.
watch the WNBA.
Yeah, this guy's a scuzzbag. He's the one that
Come on, Dave.
he's definitely the dude
Yeah.
that goes in
It was
WNBA
clear- it
players
was-
that say I could beat you by 10.
Well, what is going on with this guy? He's a Raider. He's a Yankees, L.A. Raiders,
there's
or Vegas Raiders, Sabres.
some
I don't even know what the Sabres are. I assume they're a hockey team.
They're a hockey team in Buffalo.
Okay, all right. I guess he's sort of New York based, except for the Raiders.
Raiders. Raiders are like the Steelers and
reach.
Cowboys, where you get a lot of
Yeah,
random fans.
you get New York fans that are also like Dolphins fans because they were like Marino fans,
Yeah.
like Cowboys fans.
I thought they were going to be a Cowboys fan. I would have guessed Cowboys, Duke, Yankees,
Yeah.
and Knicks. That was my guess.
Bonus. Is this guy loving hashtag dad life or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Of course he is.
He's loving it. Those are the
dad
teams
life.
he likes. And then he adds hashtag loving dad life.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Porzingis, spelled Prozingus, is soft like ice cream emoji, and too overpriced, especially for a player who can't play defense or be consistently on offense. Knicks got blessed with dealing him to the Mavericks. Now Mavs trying to sucker the Warriors to take him. My question to you: in this man's Abbey, is he wearing sunglasses in a car?
Ooh.
Does he have Coach in front of his name, or is his Abbey a Knicks player?
You go first.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to say, because he uses emojis, that doesn't seem like a Coach or sunglasses guy. I'm going Knicks player.
I was going to say that too, so I'll agree.
Nope. Correct answer was none of the above.
Oh,
He has his banner.
tricky boy.
His banner, sunglasses in a car.
Mitchell Robinson.
His Abbey.
His
Abbey. His banner, sunglasses in a car. His Abbey, sunglasses in house. So
Ooh, sunglasses guy. Did not see that going. Usually sunglasses guys don't
tricky.
use emojis. This is like a millennial sunglasses guy. How old is this guy?
Also, using yourself as the banner.
Impressive. We should do that.
Banner.
Yeah, that's nice. I like
I
it.
mean, this guy's got to keep out all the haters, so he's got to keep the shades on.
It's literally the exact same picture. One, he's in the house. One, he's in the car. One's the banner. one's the
How
car.
old is this guy? Does he look
He
young
looks
or
like
old?
he's probably. If I had to guess, 50s.
Okay, so sunglasses and car guy. All right, damn.
All right,
They're
last
using
one.
emojis now. Good for them.
Yeah. Okay.
Last one. And they said the Knicks lost the Porzingis trade. In this guy's description, he has a phrase. Which phrase is it? Grind it to get it? Maintain to obtain? Stay hungry, stay fed? Or exceed to succeed? Grind it to get it? Maintain to obtain? Stay hungry, stay fed?
Go
Or
ahead, Dave.
exceed to succeed?
I got to go. Stay hungry, stay fed.
Grind it to get it.
Maintain to obtain.
Oh, you got to maintain.
That was the best one. That was
a
the
good
best
one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I thought Matt wrote it. Wow. Should have known.
Oh.
Should have known. There's a better weirdo rando Knicks writer than Matt.
I came up with "Stay hungry, stay fed," which I think is pretty good. I think "Stay hungry,
good.
stay fed."
It is good.
I think "Stay hungry, stay fed" is a pretty good.
Yeah, that's not
pretty
bad.
good mantra. All right, I think John wins that. I think John has 2 points and Dave. I think John had 3 points actually, and Dave had 1 point.
So the
No, 2
NFT
points,
of
2
me-
points.
2 points. 2 points.
The NFT of my 15 game winning streak of Guess the Abbey
There was-
is worth
I
at least.
had one in there. I had one win
you
in there.
stuck one in there, but the live show. That
But
one,
John-
There was-
oh, yeah.
that one's worth like $10 million.
True.
There was one guess the Avi where you did like perfect, like beyond It was like not only perfect, but like you were guessing extra stuff about the people. It was a
Yeah.
Philly one. It
Yeah.
was like
Oh, yeah.
it was like it was one of the.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What a great game.
All
Great
right.
job.
Great game.
Yep.
All right.
But KP.
Good job.
But the
Good
Mavs
job.
won that trade. We all
Okay. All right. Well, you'll have to explain to us, John, how the Mavs won that that trade.
Yeah. We will. One day. You guys,
One
you
day,
guys are
one
you guys
day.
are caught
One
in
day.
the moment of him being injured right now.
Oh,
and saying,
God.
"Well, look."
John.
Okay.
John.
Hey, hey, we're talking about a moment. That moment's gonna last. That's gonna last forever.
Hey,
you
What,
know?
him tearing his ACL? What moment?
Look, hey.
You know, John said we're caught in the moment of him being injured, and it's like, come on.
Yeah.
He's,
God, yeah.
Look,
It's
I
forever
said it at
moment.
the time. The Knicks could have got way more if they waited.
okay.
And-
That's
Oh,
pivot.
my God,
pivot.
John.
No, that's what I said at the time.
The
Check the
pivot.
tape, folks. Check the NFT.
All right. All right.
Absolutely
Look.
not. Absolutely not.
If Drew Holiday can get you 5 first-round picks, I think All-Star Kristaps Porzingis could have got you more than
Drew
two firsts
Holiday-
and a salary dump.
Drew Holiday isn't a locker room cancer and like in the midst of like a rape scandal and having his brother like demanding that he have some say in free agent hires. Like there was like he's a disaster.
Drew Holiday's like
fucking
a
disaster.
Well,
model citizen.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
team and all the people that were running the Knicks, where are they now? Oh, they're all fired for being a disaster?
No, Scott Perry's still there.
Oh, okay, Scott Perry's still there. Okay, got it. Scott Perry's still there. Okay,
hey.
let's just level set here that
Great
this
trade.
is the old Knicks.
Great trade.
You know, that did all that to get Kevin Durant, who just went to the other team. And it's gonna win the championship.
They literally
the
sold
mention
high.
of
They
like,
literally sold high.
Yeah, the mention of not getting KD like doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point. Like, would you rather have Julius Randle and Emmanuel Quickly than KP and 2 first-round picks? That's what matters. That's
KP
what the trade is. Like that's what the trade
KP is KP is a negative asset at this point. He's with that contract. He's a negative asset. So it's like they got rid of a negative asset before it was negative. They correctly assessed that this guy was a bust, and then the rest of the league didn't know it. They got something for him. So
All right. You guys think he's a negative asset now? We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, why don't
We'll
we
see.
ask Luka
So
Doncic?
when are
how he
you,
feels about it?
John? When are you going to admit you're wrong on this? When are you going to admit he's a negative asset? When he's playing in Europe in 2 years, or do we have to wait until he's retired from the European League? I mean, when are you going to be? What are you going to give up the ghost on this?
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay,
We'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
disrespectful to Pau Gasol, who can still play basketball.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Also, all the other guys over there.
So
wait,
when Emmanuel quickly forces a trade next year because the Knicks are a disaster, we're going to revisit this, right? Because the picks that they had
Dude.
were wasted, right?
Play,
No? Okay.
Players.
Hey, we can do
smart,
that. We can do that game.
We'll see.
Hey, the
smart
second Julius
players-
Randle gets hurt, I'll be back on this being like, I told you it didn't work, man. Didn't work.
Smart players don't force their way out of New York. You saw the love Randall got from the 3 fans at MSG when they allowed some fans back. You
Wait,
saw the love he got on
smart-
Twitter.
Did you
They-
say smart players don't force their way out of MSG?
if I'm a
when
pl-
was the last free agent signing of MSG?
When was the last time someone forced their way out of from the Knicks? It was Kristaps. Before that, nobody. People
Because
loved
there was
playing
no
for
one
the Knicks.
there. It was
People
literally
love
like,
playing there.
No one.
I would
love it.
people
There.
do
No
love
player has
playing.
ever signed there.
I hate New York. I hate
Austin
that city.
Rivers is trying to get out
But-
now.
But I was
Austin
Because he's not playing because he sucks.
Because he's not playing because he sucks.
Exactly.
he's
a guy who
awful.
sucks is like, yo, I can't even be here. This place sucks.
Yeah,
'cause
because he
you're
wants
not
to
playing.
play.
Yo,
Because
yeah, he wants to go.
All right,
he wants to go to the Wolves, where he
let's
gets
see
some
the
playing time.
injury. Let's see the injury
Honestly,
of these
John-
young
John,
guys
he-
after a
John-
couple years of Tibbs.
John, he was fucking terrible.
right,
Like
let's see
they were
let's-
right to sit him, and like yeah, he wants to play.
Hey,
and if we get
hey,
a second
all I'm
rounder
saying-
for him, cool.
All I'm saying is, whoever runs the Knicks, I'll play for you. I would love to play in MSG. Come on, that's great.
Hear that, Leon? Hear that, Leon?
Yeah, Leon.
He's
I think
ready.
they got a subway in New
Hey,
York for you, Matt.
I got
Oh, God.
I got a top
that-
shot
not
of me
that kind
falling
of
down
stuff.
on the basketball court.
By the way, I'm 2,868 away from a pack.
Ooh.
It's getting close.
All right.
I
Are we
can't, wait
doing
to
the,
get, I can't wait to get cut off like right when I'm at like 500 out.
Are we doing the other basketball cards on this podcast?
Yeah, I
or are
think
doing
we
Shadows and
should,
Beasts?
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
All right.
John,
how much time do you got? Don't you have to go to work?
I got maybe 15 more minutes.
we'll do this quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I also I've been nostalgic for like old cards. So I got the SkyBox Series 2, 1990-1991 season pack. Got it off eBay. And
How much did it set you back? How many Lego haunted houses did it set you back?
This was only $60. So not bad. Because I saw, like, Lee Ellis does an unboxing show, and he paid $120 for one of these. So I got
clearly.
half,
So what are we
half of
doing?
what he paid.
So this market is terrible.
Are we just stealing No Dunk's gimmick of opening cards on a podcast? Is that what we're doing?
It's not their gimmick. Like, a lot of people are doing this.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I just figured, I bought it not to unbox on the pod, but I figured, why not unbox it on the pod?
All right,
Come
let's
on.
do it. What do you
We
got?
got
let's do it.
36 packs. We'll do one pack. So
Let's see.
We'll do one pack a
all right.
week.
factory
Okay.
sealed. We'll do one pack a week, and let's see who we got in these packs.
Yeah.
1990-91. This is
How
like
much do you
the
think
heyday.
that cost in '91? And what is it? And now it's only worth $60.
Probably about
I
60
think
and
it's
91, I would guess.
Probably about six. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
maybe.
okay.
Maybe,
Just for listeners, a couple things I want to bring to your attention. One, you can change the speed of podcasts, so you can
get
increase
through
the
this.
speed. Go ahead and bump that up to 1.5,
like,
1.8.
I like the cover too. We got my childhood idol Patrick Ewing and the guy who broke all my dreams in 1994.
Patrick
Akeem
Ewing.
Olajuwon.
The last Knicks actual All-Star, the last real All-Star they
not
had.
the reserve. Yeah.
Look at that.
Not the fake
Look at
Julius
that.
Randle All-Star.
Yeah.
I will remind you, Dave, that this is mostly an audio podcast.
I know. No. We're on YouTube.
Listeners-
We're on YouTube now.
Listeners, most podcast players, if you go to the far right, there's a skip 30 seconds button as well. Just to draw
Do you remember
to those controls.
unpacking these? You remember like getting a pack? Like, I remember going to the store and getting the card store and getting packs and being so excited.
I literally had no money growing up.
Yeah.
Literally
Okay.
$0.
I remember my dad going to buy a pack of basketball cards and never coming back. So yeah.
I remember asking my dad for money for basketball cards, and he said,
He said no.
He said, "No, you're not a jock. Don't be getting into basketball. You're a nerd.
Oh
Your
my
future
God.
lies
See,
in nerd shit."
God, I asked for Jordans and my mom said no. We'll just get you a pack of cards.
That's
So,
right.
yeah.
Smart.
All right, first card.
Hey, those cards
Jerry
could be worth
Reynolds.
Oh wow.
Okay, great.
Wow, you remember Jerry Reynolds from the Magic?
Nope.
I'm gonna gift this one to Matt. Kurt Rambis.
Ooh,
on the
that's
Suns.
a good one. On the Suns.
That's a good
On the
one.
Suns.
On the Suns.
You know, did I ever tell the story? I taught Kurt Rambis' son. Kurt Rambis' son was in my class.
Oh wow, nepotism.
A long time ago.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
interesting.
He was actually nice. He was a good student too.
We got
Shout
Steve
out
Johnson.
to Jesse Rambis.
Do we remember Steve Johnson on the Warriors? I don't.
Nope.
No.
Dana Barros.
Ooh.
Dana Barros.
Oh, nice.
On the
Dana
Sonics.
Barros. On the Sonics, though.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
everybody on the team they are not remembered for.
Yeah. Roger Moore, James Bond cards.
Oh, we got the most 1990 white fucking plumber, Jack Sikma. Jack Sikma.
Oh.
I always thought he played in the 60s. I thought Jack Sigma was his 60s player.
Oh, look at this. Just the Chicago Bulls. It's just the Chicago
Just
Card with the Chicago Bulls logo.
Hey, best logo.
It lists
Best
all
logo.
their players.
Best
Wow.
logo
Great
in the
logo.
game, though. Best logo
Oh,
in the game.
dude, that's like my ESPN rosters. It's basically just you opened a tab on my browser.
We got John Williams of the Cavs. John Williams, don't remember him.
Okay.
I believe he scored Star Wars.
I was gonna say.
Also played in the NBA.
Cavs making the playoffs.
Kevin Gamble. We got Kevin Gamble from the
okay.
Celtics.
From,
I remember him. It's never a
Kurt-
gamble.
I think Kurt
Never-
Rambis
yeah.
is your best card so far.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
until now. 3D baby, Dennis Scott.
Ooh,
Rookie card.
Rookie
Dennis
card.
Scott.
That's a good suit.
That's a
he's
good.
wearing.
Yeah, that's a good.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
about
a
15
good one.
cents. All right,
That's a
we're
good
almost
one.
making money back.
Oh man, the most 1990 white Boston player ever, Joe Klein. Remember Joe Klein? I think he
It's just
played.
the
He's in
photo.
the Last Dance. He's in the Last Dance, I believe.
For listeners, the photo was not even of him playing basketball. It was
Yeah.
him on the sidelines with
Yeah,
his
with the
warm-ups
jacket on. Yeah.
cheering. It was literally, they didn't have a picture of him playing basketball.
Oh, we got another. Just the Miami Heat.
Okay.
Just the Miami Heat. Okay. Oh, we got a good one. We got a good one. Shamed by Michael Jordan forever, but Mark Price. Mark Price.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, Mark. A lot of
Oh baby, looky.
Oh gosh. Is it John Starks?
Patrick Ewing, baby. Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
First pack.
First
Yes,
pack.
sir.
Look at this. Look at Dave.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Kismet.
Wow.
Kismet.
Wow.
All right, we got
It's a sign.
The last
we
great
got-
Knicks since Kristaps Porzingis.
We got 2 left. How dare you? How dare you? Fuck you. This is a good one. I hate the Heat forever. Ronnie Cycli. Ronnie
I still love
Cycli.
DJ Ronnie Cycli.
DJ Ronnie Cycli. And then the last one. Was he a coach or was he a lawyer or Ron Rothstein?
Ron
Was he the Heat's lawyer?
Was he? Wait.
He's a fixer. He's a fixer. He made
Hey!
lawsuits go away.
Boys, I need you to sign your tax returns. I think that's what he's yelling in this card.
Yeah, I put a sticker where I need your initials. No, it has to be in the mail today. I have to fax it today. Wow.
Dave,
You guys
Dave,
play too much.
Dave, you have to go. You have to see how much that Ron Rothstein card is worth. You have to go.
I'm going to feel the market out. I'm going to go on eBay after we wrap.
Go to eBay. See how much Ron Rothstein goes for.
Perhaps he still has family that are looking for this
Isn't he
card.
one of the? Yeah.
Former clients, maybe former clients.
Wasn't he one of the president's lawyers trying to overturn the election?
yeah.
I think so.
Stop the steal.
Seriously, there is I would say a 95% chance if you put that for sale online, Ron Rothstein will buy it. Ron Rothstein himself will buy it. So
Try to mail it to him. Let's find him on LinkedIn and mail it.
find
to him. See if he'll sign it and send it back.
Wow, the highs and the lows. Patrick Ewing to Ron Rothstein.
Wow, that sums up the Knicks in the last 50
Wait,
years.
what? Was there a team on that Ron Rothstein card, or was it just him in a suit yelling?
The Heat.
The Heat.
Oh, it's the Heat.
Heat
Okay.
heavy pack.
Oh wow, maybe he's the originator of Heat culture. So
What do you think is worth more, the Ron Rothstein or just the Heat card? Just the Heat.
Probably just the Heat.
Just the Heat.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
that's fun. Well, hey, we got 35 more packs. So
Okay, great.
Okay.
Great. So,
listeners, let us know if you enjoyed listening to us do that.
yeah. Wow, this is a rough one.
Yeah,
The
it was
iTunes
better.
review of this pod is going to be outstanding.
Oh, it's going to be brutal.
Yeah. Seriously, the person who got mad that me and John argue too much, please tell us what's
Yeah,
better.
yeah, let us
John
know.
and I
Yeah,
arguing,
Yeah.
or Dave looking at a picture of Ron Rothstein.
Yeah.
Okay?
This is now an economics and basketball only card.
I'll tell you right now. You know what, listeners? That Ron Rothstein, not for sale.
Oh,
Not for sale.
Priceless.
That's going in glass. That's going in
even
glass, baby.
Even if you're Ron Rothstein himself, not selling to you.
Hey, Hooper's Top Shot moment. Me finding the Ron Rothstein.
how about this, Matt? Can you build Dave a case out of Legos that he can put the Ron Rothstein in?
Yeah, I could build a Lego trash can. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, no problem.
Perfect.
No problem there. No problem.
Perfect.
That's an easy build. Briefly, we got about 3 minutes. It seems
Yeah, I
like.
gotta get
Shout outs
going.
and beefs.
Shout outs
3
and
minutes. 3 minute shout outs and beefs. Beefing with myself. Late at night. Late night.
Oh no.
You could check my YouTube history to see what I've been up to. LaMelo Ball highlights.
Oh God. You went from a box score guy to a highlights guy.
Wow.
I'm not saying that I'm going to take the bus take back, but I've been watching some highlights. I will
It's
admit to
getting
watching some highlights.
Hard. Yeah.
He's very fun.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
Which here's the thing though. We said that. We never
Yes.
said he's going to be fun and good at offense.
We need to start thinking about the pivot. We need to start emphasizing what we said.
That is the pivot.
He will be fun. We said he'd be fun.
Always
He
said
can't.
he'll be fun.
He still can't play defense, and his shot is still weird.
We said he would be better than Lonzo, and Lonzo is the greatest player of all time. So we said he was going to be really good. So,
Yeah. And we've been pro LeVar Ball forever.
That's
true.
right. That's
We've
right.
been pro LeVar
Also,
by the
Lonzo also been playing well.
again, give it a week, and that'll come back.
It's true.
Yeah.
True.
Wait, I can't. Sorry, I forgot about this. I need to beef. I need to beef we didn't dance on the Celtics' grave enough. Come on.
Oh, it's true.
We should have been in the main segment. But I want to read these quotes. It's so perfect. All right. So the Celtics have.
By the way, that Pelicans game was one of the most fun games of the season.
Okay.
That fourth quarter was incredible.
It's from the coach to the owner. They've all trotted out their excuses. Okay, let's go with the coach. Let's go with Brad Stevens first. This is his quote. I was just telling my wife I had a root canal and my identity stolen last week, and I think those were two of my better days in the last week. Okay, all right, Brad. Oh, shucks. Oh, we're supposed to feel bad for you. Let me tell you.
By the way,
dude,
Indiana
nobody's
basketball.
stealing your identity. Nobody wants to be Brad Stevens. Okay, nobody wants to be the 30th best coach in the league. All right, come on.
By the way, the Hoosiers are already trying to give him an exit plan.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, but start. Yeah, exactly. Let's go now to the GM, Danny Ainge. What does Danny Ainge have to say? What's his quote? Danny Ainge says the team has been close a couple times on potential deals. All right, not going to work again. All right, come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. Every time they're close. The owner, Wick Grossback. What does Wick have to say? Kyrie Irving leaving us, really set off a bad chain of events, really put us on the wrong path. He's trying to blame this on Kyrie leaving? You guys didn't even want Kyrie to resign there. Oh my God. The excuses from all levels of management. Look, you're trash. Your city's trash. Just be trash, all right?
Be trash.
Yep. Bring Ron Klein back. Or Joe Klein. Joe Klein.
Bring Ron Rothstein. You need to hire Ron Rothstein.
Ron Rothstein, come on.
Ron Rothstein, a better coach than
Get him
Brad
on the
Stevens.
Should we get him on the pod?
Look at the
Let's see if
Bucks.
we can get him on the pod.
I would guess looking
I would
at the
love
card.
to have whoever stole Brad Stevens' identity on the pod.
Looking at the card, I would imagine he is not alive anymore. But I could be wrong. This is 30 years ago.
Rest in peace. Possibly rest in peace. We don't know. We don't know.
Ron,
we don't know.
Ron, get at us if you're still alive.
Yeah, if you're alive and you're listening
you're
to
still
this
doing
pod.
Taxes.
Yeah.
I'm in the hunt for a new CPA. So
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Let me know.
Sign up. I got someone. Sign up for the Patreon, Ron.
John, you got a quick shout out? I heard you talking about some baby before the podcast.
Yeah, I got. Well, I'm
going to put you in charge. Yeah, I'm going to put you in charge from now on because you're the one who needs to go.
So I will say this. Shout out to CBDisbetter.com.
That's right. We almost forgot about CBD is better.
I did not forget. I have to run, but I did pop a Delta 8 and rewatch Fury Road, and we will save that review for next week because
You popped the whole thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, John.
Oh yeah.
My God.
Oh yeah. Fury Road, baby. Got some new takes on that film.
Very nice.
And I plan to take another Delta 8 and watch some LaMelo Ball, and then we'll maybe we'll have to see how that works. Okay, that's gonna be my new series. Delta 8 is better, and I'm gonna find out if Delta 8 makes things better or not. So next week you'll find out. Did Delta 8 make Fury Road better, and will Delta 8 make LaMelo Ball better? We will find out. Stay tuned. Go to cbdisbetter.com. Great company.
Also pop a Delta 8 and watch that Kristaps Porzingis trade again. See if it changes.
I'm gonna watch him in the bubble, averaging 30 points and 10 rebounds. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Shout out, fan, and the third Hill brother, Tim Hill. Congratulations for a new baby. Him and his wife Lou had a baby boy, Ruben Valentine Hill, born on Valentine's Day this year. Tim is a relative through marriage. I'm more related to Tim Hill than I am Matt Hill, and definitely like him better. So congratulations on the new baby, and you and your wife, Ruben Valentine Hill.
The Hills have eyes.
The Hills have eyes. Yeah. That's all I got. Ooh. Also, last shout out, and then it's a beef. Shout out to my boy sending me a code to get me the vaccine. I got a text with a code to sign up for the vaccine. Went to sign up. There wasn't a spot. And then beefing because we found out that those codes were for low-income minorities. And then
there was a whole story about
multiple stories.
Yeah, rich people were like stealing those codes.
Yeah, I was almost one of those rich people. But luckily, I didn't have an appointment. I got blocked out. I was too late. I was at work. So luckily, yeah, I was close. I almost had the vaccine, guys. I almost won the bet. But luckily, my conscience played a better role, and I do not have the vaccine because I would never do that to to people. I will wait
This
my
like, this,
turn.
this this is like the Knicks avoiding paying Gordon Hayward. It's like,
Okay, well-
look, we tried to get him, and like, thank God that life got in the way, and we didn't get him.
Yeah. So okay. Well, if I'm the Knicks in the story, then I'll probably end up in the hospital soon. So thanks, Dave. Appreciate that. So
You're welcome.
So me, I'll be seeing Ron very soon up in heaven.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I gotta get.
All right. Until next week, keep hooping.
Keep hooping.
hooping.